Still with us here on Morning at NTV. Time to take note of doing things differently. Now, this one is quite interesting. The annual Law Conference has historically served as a flagship thought leadership event for the Uganda Law Society. Over time, it has evolved, focusing solely on professional conduct and regulatory compliance to addressing broad and dynamic themes such as access to justice, human rights, technology, as well as innovation. This time round, there has been a transition into a festival. Yes, lawyers and a festival. This is interesting. We're now going to explore exactly what informs this pivot. I'm joined on set by Anthony Asiimwe, the Vice President of the Uganda Law Society, as well as the Chairperson of the Uganda Law Society TechFest Committee, Tony Galandi. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Let me begin with the Vice President. Bring us up to speed with this pivot and what you intend to achieve.
All right, thank you very much. A good morning to everyone who is out there watching us. Just like you've given the background, historically we've had the annual conference where people get together every year, have different discussions, different topics in the area of law. But like you said, we are doing things differently. This is an era of disruptions. When you look at what's happening out there, we have one of our 4 Ds as the Radical New Governing Council. Okay. One of it is digital transformation. And the reason we are doing this is there is a serious move in this 4th industrial revolution where we're going into a digital transformation era. Not just a simple one, not just the normal one where you can just use your computer. People are innovating. And this innovation affects each and every aspect of life, including legal practice and in an area of access to justice. We are seeing people using AI to do research.
That is right.
We are seeing people doing AI in some jurisdictions, even writing judgments using AI. Now, if we do not move with the trends as the Uganda Law Society, as the national bar, we are going to end up being irrelevant to the members of the public and also to the members of the Law Society themselves. So we said, look, we need to be intentional. Okay. We need to focus on the trend, what is happening. Because these days, even when you're filing a case in court, even the judiciary is trying to adapt. We have economy. I can sit in my home and I proceed in court. I don't need to move to drive in traffic jam to go there. Legal research and everything, all the systems. And these systems we've been having as lawyers, the systems we've been operating in and offering services, they're also being digitalized. If you went to RSB right now, you could go and incorporate a company on your own. You might not even need a lawyer or services of a lawyer.
That's right.
So we are saying much as there are challenges that come with a digital transformation, there are also opportunities that we need to harness. But then again, we want to remain relevant to the members of the public. That's why our digital TechFest is open to the public so that we engage with them and we know we are on the same page. There's no, we want to close that gap, the disconnect. And if we do not, we failed if we don't become intentional and focus on this digital transformation, give it the limelight, make people realize, push it down people's throats and know this is where we are headed. There's no going back.
By the train.
Exactly.
Okay. Mr. Galandi, you are Chairperson of the TechFest Committee.
Sure.
Okay, that is interesting stuff. Now, I do not know whether it will be we've been used to exclusivity, especially when lawyers come together. You're going to strip down a little. Is that going to happen? Or will it be a complete departure, especially in as far as demeanor is concerned?
Thank you very much. For starters, the national bar is supposed to be the glue that binds the local person and the law.
That is right.
Now, for over 10 years, this has been exclusive for only lawyers. And we are saying, can we bridge the gap? Because one, the challenges the lawyers are actually addressing are affecting the common man.
That is right.
And then we have also realized that the common man has actually started creating solutions for himself. I'll give you a very good example. The other day I was having a discussion with the Vice President here. Today, a client comes in office with an agreement drafted by AI. So he's saying, counsel, all I need you is to cross-check with this agreement. I run a law firm. demand advocates. And today you give a lawyer an assignment, give me a demand notice, and in 5 minutes or less, he has done that. Now, these are not exclusive to only the lawyers. You and me have access to these tools. So why are we making it inclusive this time? We want this conversation to start. Because in some other jurisdiction, this conversation started 20 years ago, and we're just following up.
For you, you're adopting.
And that's why we're saying, look, this time round, we are rebranding from the previous annual lawyer conference, where we keep just coming to speak the laws and the laws. Today we are saying, look,
speak to yourselves.
Let us speak the technology that's affecting the common man.
Yeah.
The ICMs, like the Vice President was saying. We are talking about e-laws. We are talking about AI tools. In other jurisdictions, you are able to access a lawyer like you would access Uber. Yeah? So, back to your question, exclusivity, no, this time we are making everybody inclusive. And for the record, what we have done, we are saying we are inviting exhibitors who have developed these tools. And they will have an exhibition so that we are able to create the bridge between the lawyer and the innovator. The innovator is saying, look, I can be able to come up with an innovation tool that can be able to run the data of all the cases, say for example, on a land matter.
That is right. And
come up in a split second, come up with, a precedent, come up with a solution for you. So the role of the lawyer is to say, how do I use these tools? And unless the national bar, Uganda Law Society, organizes this, nobody will.
No one is going to organize.
So we are going to be open, and we are inviting people who are interested, who are non-lawyers. We are asking them to buy the entry tickets at 1 million shillings. So it's not, they will have access to the exhibition.
That is right.
So that you're able to interact with these tools. You and me would want to sit in my bed and be able to check if my colleague here has filed your case. But you do not know how ICMS works.
Like a follow-up mechanism.
Yeah.
A quick one.
Why should we be calling the lawyer, counsel, how far with my matter?
I'm in a meeting. Let me call you back.
Now you're talking. So we are trying to bring that. That's why we are making it inclusive.
All right. That's interesting. But it also comes on the backdrop of what appears to be a disruptive regime of the Uganda Law Society. And I'm sure in everything that is sought to change, there are people who do not feel like it should be. I don't know whether there is consensus on this across board. This is a question, I think, for the Vice President to reassure members who might be skeptical about this change of way of doing things.
I think that's where our concept of radicalism begins from. People tend to misunderstand it, but our radicalism is in the approach of how we want things implemented. We want to shift from this era of red tape, the bureaucracy, and move, because the world is moving so fast. Most of you saw during COVID, when they were announcing essential workers, lawyers are not considered essential. If you remember the president saying these are the essential workers who can move, lawyers are not considered essential. And people found solutions for their problems, legal problems.
That is
you
right.
see, that legal problems, in almost everything you do, there's a legal implication.
That's right.
And we're supposed to bridge that gap. It is the lawyers. Now, whereas some people are interested in the status quo, maintaining the status quo, because that benefits so many of them. This bureaucracy, you see, so many people benefit from it, in as far as budgets are concerned, in as far as these delays. And we're also saying, hey, the way technology is coming up, it even creates efficiency.
That is right.
We're talking about court and how matters go on in court. We have a lot of, every time people come here and talk about judiciary cases delaying, they will tell you, there's a lot of backlog, this percentage. But I mean, if we decide to apply technology, and this technology, look at efficiency, something that you would do in a space of, in about 10 days, you have it in 10 minutes. That is efficiency. That's efficiency. Service delivery. Yeah. But then again, to conclude on your point, like you're saying, there are people who do not want to shift, who do not want to accept change. But we've been telling people, technology will not wait for you. If you do not embrace it, the truck will move. The truck will move. And you have to chase it. It is more costly to chase after this. So that's why I'm being intentional, saying, hey, we are visionary. This is what is good for not just our members but the public. We must embrace it. We must apply it. So if you do not want to take part, you realize later that actually we've moved on, we've left you. We move with those who are moving.
Okay. Mr. Galandi, some updates on the date for the festival and what those especially who are not members of the Uganda Law Society should work on away from the 1 million Uganda shillings fee that they have to look for.
Thank you very much. We have the festival running for 2 days. That's the 14th day of this month, to be exact, Thursday. And the 15th day of this month, August 2025, which is Friday. And what you as an analyst do expect, we are having over 30 exhibitors. Notable among them are people who have come up with innovations that are disrupting legal practice. For example, at Diamond Advocates, we have developed an application. The way this application works is that you can be in your bedroom and you can be able to access a lawyer without necessarily going to his chambers. The app is able to link you to the lawyer because you have the lawyer's credentials, and the question is, how do I know that actually the person I'm talking to is a lawyer?
Is actually the lawyer.
Yeah, the lawyer I'm speaking to. So all what we've done is that we are working hand in hand with the bar, and we are going to work hand in hand with the law council, so that first of all, before the lawyer is uploaded on the system, we have his practicing certificate verified and approved. Now, that way you are solving a problem. Why? Because that young lawyer who does not have a job can be in the comfort of his bedroom and receive a call from you seeking an opinion about a land matter, seeking about an opinion about a divorce. There is that woman in the, who is up in the house. She can't get out, but she has access to a phone.
Okay.
Yes, something like that.
Yeah, thank you very much. What I see is that takes away the challenge that has been the ring fencing of opportunities for some.
Now you're talking.
Others don't see opportunities coming through. No one comes to them as a client, while there is another lawyer who is struggling with so many clients and they are unable to actually handle. Our very last question, it's one that might actually disrupt you yourself as the Vice President. Where is the President of the Uganda Law Society?
The President is currently representing us at the American Bar Association in Toronto, Canada, where all the bars that are members have representation there. So that's where he is, and we just spoke a while ago. He's actually, I'm sure, following, because the time zones are a bit different, but he's there serving the members of the bar.
All right, thank you very much, Anthony Asiimwe, Vice President of the Uganda Law Society. Many thanks to you too. And Tony Galandi, Chairperson of the ULS TechFest Committee, the men who are putting together something that is not traditional but needed, as it is a critical adoption of emerging trends and how business is running. You can be part of it. Secure your 1 million Uganda shillings. Well, that will do it for this Tech Note.